Let's be honest. One of the biggest reasons you booked that cruise was probably the unlimited food. And the buffet? It's the first place most people run to after boarding. It's fast, it's easy, and it's all you can eat. But here's the truth. Most cruisers, especially first-timers, make some pretty big mistakes at the buffet. We're talking about cold food, long lines, wasted meals, and even the risk of food poisoning if you're not paying attention. So in this video, I'm going to break down everything you need to know about the cruise buffet, from the best times to go, to what to avoid, and the sneaky tricks that will help you beat the crowds and eat better than everyone else on board. Let's jump in. Embarkation Day is exciting. After hours of airports, taxis, and waiting in line, you finally step on board and you're starving. The first thing you see? That massive buffet calling your name. It's tempting, but this is actually the worst time to go. Almost every passenger is doing the same thing, heading straight to the buffet. That means overcrowded lines, no empty tables, and food that's already been sitting out too long. The hot stuff is lukewarm, the cold stuff is room temp, and the whole experience feels rushed and chaotic. Instead of fighting through that madness, look for alternative lunch spots listed in your cruise app or daily planner. Many ships open the main dining room on embarkation day, or offer made-to-order options like a pizza station, burger joint, or even a quiet specialty venue. These spots are less crowded, the food is fresher, and the vibe is way more relaxed. You'll have plenty of time for the buffet later. Embarkation day, isn't it? Port days might seem like a smart time to visit the buffet. With so many passengers off the ship exploring the island or taking excursions, the buffet should be empty, right? Technically, yes, but here's the problem. Cruise lines scale the buffet way down on port days. Since fewer guests are on board, they don't fully staff or stock it. That means fewer fresh options, shorter hours, and sometimes food that's clearly left over from earlier meals. I've personally seen breakfast items still out at lunchtime, and not in a good way. If you're staying on board during a port stop and want lunch, skip the buffet and check out smaller venues that are still fully operational. A poolside grill, noodle bar, or made-to-order taco stand will often have better food and better service during these slow hours. You'll eat better, and you won't be disappointed by a sad selection of stale croissants and limp salad. Trays used to be a buffet staple, but after COVID, many cruise lines removed them to reduce contact points. And let's be honest, to prevent guests from piling on 5 plates of food at once. But if you happen to see trays still available, grab one immediately. It'll make your life a lot easier. Without a tray, you're stuck trying to carry a plate, a bowl, silverware, napkins, and a drink all at once while navigating through a sea of people. One wrong move, and you're wearing your lunch. If trays aren't provided, be smart about how you stack your items. Don't grab your drink until last, and consider making 2 trips instead of one overloaded, stressful haul. And definitely don't grab dessert with your main course. By the time you're ready to eat it, that cheesecake will have slid right off your plate. Buffets are chaotic enough. Make your life easier and avoid turning lunch into an obstacle course. Timing is everything at the cruise buffet. Go during peak times, say 8 a.m. for breakfast, 12 p.m. for lunch, or right at 6 p.m. for dinner, and you'll find yourself in the middle of a madhouse. You'll wait in long lines, fight for a table, and grab food that's been picked over or sitting out too long. The trick: eat just a little earlier or later than the crowd. Head down around 10:30 a.m. for a late breakfast, or go to dinner around 7:30 p.m. after the initial dinner rush has cleared. Not only will the dining area be quieter, but the food will often be freshly restocked and hotter because the kitchen is trying to keep things moving for those arriving late. It's a much calmer, more enjoyable experience. Also, keep in mind that some buffets close completely between meals. Don't assume it's open all day. Use your cruise app or daily guide to check the actual hours so you don't show up to a closed line with an empty stomach. Most cruise lines take food safety very seriously. They have health protocols, temperature checks, and trained staff watching the buffet lines. But things can still slip through the cracks, especially when guests start handling serving utensils or when food sits out too long. You want to keep an eye out for anything that looks dried out, crusty, or overly wilted. Cream-based dishes that aren't sitting on ice? Skip them. Serving tongs that are buried in the food or being touched by other passengers? No thanks. If something seems off, don't eat it. There are 100 other choices on board. Also, don't skip the hand-washing stations or sanitizer when you enter and leave the buffet. They're there for a reason. This is especially important if you're cruising with kids who tend to touch everything and then go straight for the bread. Take a minute to clean up. It could save you from spending the next 2 days stuck in your cabin. Every cruise buffet has a secret, and it's usually hiding in plain sight. These buffets are often arranged in stations, and the busiest ones are usually the ones with the most obvious pre-made items. But if you look around the edges, or sometimes just beyond a wall or column, you'll often find hidden gems. Freshly made pasta bars, stir-fry counters, taco stations, carving tables, and even sushi or crepe counters. These stations usually have shorter lines and much better food because it's being made to order right in front of you. Most people walk right past them without even noticing. The trick is to explore the entire buffet space on day one. Find these tucked away counters early and keep coming back. Once you've had a fresh stir-fry or perfectly grilled burger made to order, you won't want to touch that soggy heat lamp pizza again. Formal night is one of the culinary highlights of any cruise. The main dining room steps up its game with elegant dishes like lobster tail, filet mignon, escargot, and indulgent desserts you won't find anywhere else on board. But some passengers skip it in favor of the buffet, thinking it's easier or less stuffy. Here's the thing, the buffet doesn't change much on formal night. You might get 1 or 2 extra desserts, but otherwise it's business as usual. Meanwhile, the main dining room is serving a meal that rivals high-end restaurants, often included in your cruise fare. Even if you don't feel like dressing to the nines, most cruise lines now have relaxed dress codes that still let you enjoy the meal in smart casual clothes. Don't let a simple outfit choice make you miss out on the best dinner of the cruise. The last morning of the cruise is stressful enough. You're packing up, getting your luggage tags in order, checking your bill, and trying to catch your transfer or flight. The last thing you want is to stand in line at a packed buffet for cold eggs and burnt toast. Disembarkation day breakfast at the buffet is usually crowded, rushed, and underwhelming. Your best move? Either get there super early, right when they open, or skip the buffet entirely. Head to the main dining room if it's open. It's usually calmer, with better food and table service that lets you ease into your travel day. Some ships also set up small grab-and-go stations near the gangway with pastries, fruit, and coffee. That's perfect if you've got a flight to catch and don't want to fight through the crowd just to grab a muffin. Your last meal on the ship should be calm, not chaotic. The cruise buffet can be one of the best parts of your vacation, but only if you know how to use it right. Go at the wrong time, eat the wrong way, or miss the hidden gems, and you're stuck with a forgettable meal. But now that you've got the inside scoop, you're ready to cruise like a pro. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more cruise tips, and leave a comment below telling me your go-to buffet item on a cruise. I'm always on the lookout for new favorites. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on board.